Deep within the mystical greenwood forest, where the air hums with ancient magic, stands a hidden grove of whispering willows. Their silver-green leaves rustle softly, sharing stories from ages past to those who truly listen. But their whispers are not bound to the land alone. Some secrets travel beyond the forest, carried by the wind and water. Far beneath the waves of Atlantis, a young mermaid named Leora discovers something extraordinary, a glowing seashell, pulsing with a golden light. As she holds it to her ear, she hears a voice, faint but clear. It is a whisper from the willows, calling her to the surface. One evening, as the sky turned into hues of purple and gold, Finn, a clever young fox with sleek reddish-orange fur and a streak of silver on his tail, lay near the edge of a quiet lake in Greenwood. He often came here to listen to the willows, but tonight their whispers carried something different. The time has come. The bond must be restored. The one from the sea must return. Finn's ears perked up. The one from the sea? He had never heard the willows speak of the ocean before. Curious and determined, he decided to stay by the lake, waiting for whatever or whoever was coming. Far away, in the glowing coral gardens of Atlantis, Leora was exploring the reef when she noticed something unusual. Nestled between two corals was a seashell unlike any she had ever seen. It shimmered with soft golden light, its spiral shape carved with delicate runes. As she lifted it to her ear, she gasped. A voice whispered from within, "Come to the forest. The willows remember. The bond must be restored." Leora's heart pounded. What bond? Why was a voice from the land calling to her? She had always been curious about the world above the waves, but mermaids were rarely allowed to visit. Even so, she knew this was something important. Summoning her courage, she swam toward the surface, breaking through the water under the starlit sky. For the first time, she breathed in the scent of the trees and the crisp night air. Leora pulled herself onto the soft, mossy shore, her shimmering violet scales fading as they adjusted to the land, transforming into legs beneath a flowing sea-blue cloak. She wasn't sure what she had expected, but she had not expected a fox staring at her with bright, intelligent eyes. "You heard them too, didn't you?" Finn asked, stepping closer. Leora's eyes widened. "You understand the whispers too?" Finn nodded. They don't usually call to the sea. Something is different tonight. Leora held up the glowing shell. "I think this led me here. The willows, they want us to find something." Guided by the whispers, the fox and the mermaid-turned girl ventured deeper into the enchanted woods. Fireflies danced around them, and the trees seemed to lean in, their ancient voices growing clearer. Find the heart. Find the memory. Restore the bond. Leora shivered. What bond are they talking about? Finn's tail flicked. Long ago, Greenwood and Atlantis were connected. There was a time when creatures of the sea and land traveled freely between our worlds. But something happened, and the link was broken. They continued walking until they reached the oldest willow in the grove, its trunk so wide that it took both of them to wrap their arms around it. At its base, something glowed faintly beneath the roots. Leora knelt down, brushing away the leaves to reveal a stone pedestal, carved with the same runes as her glowing seashell. As she placed the shell upon it, a soft golden light spread through the tree's roots. The wind stirred, and the willows whispered louder. The bond of land and sea was sealed long ago, hidden away, forgotten, but now it is remembered. A vision appeared before them, a shimmering image of merfolk and forest creatures once living in harmony, visiting each other's worlds through enchanted portals hidden in the willows. But then, fear and misunderstanding had caused the passage to be sealed, breaking the bond between Atlantis and Greenwood. Only with trust can the bond be restored, the whispering willows declared. Finn looked at Leora. Maybe that's why we were called, to rebuild the trust between our worlds. Leora smiled. Then let's start tonight. As the first light of dawn peeked over the treetops, Leora and Finn promised to return to learn from one another, to share stories, and to heal the divide between land and sea. The whispers of the willows grew soft as if satisfied. For the first time in centuries, the bond had been remembered, and somewhere, deep beneath the ocean, the waters shimmered with quiet magic, waiting for the next chapter to begin.